Hello, everybody, and welcome to Psycho's Kitchen. I am Hayden,
And I'm Hally.
and we watched The
Conjuring.
Conjuring. I'm going to try to incorporate like a thunder and lightning
Oh,
sound into that whenever I say The Conjuring. So, yeah. So, hello, everybody. Yes, we watched The Conjuring.
yes, we
And
did.
I mean, full disclosure, I've seen this movie about 100 times. So,
I've probably seen it, say now, upwards of maybe almost 10.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
but it's a goodie. It's a goodie. I do
Yes.
like this one.
Yeah.
And
This is
and we all know me. I do not like the supernatural horror, or well, I shouldn't say I don't like the supernatural horrors. They don't scare me. But this one does good. This one does good. It does
this
good.
scratches that little itch just a little
Yeah,
bit.
it does. It scratches that little itch that I got. Yeah.
That little tickle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. Alrighty, so what did you think of this movie? A little, uh, let's say, just give us a little taste of what you thought of this movie before we get it.
I will say that coming from somebody who is very interested in, as you know, I've got ghost stories. I've collected them since I was a kid. This one is up my alley. We'll say
Right.
my alley for sure. Don't want to
Okay.
give
Oh,
too much away.
yeah, right. Exactly. And we're
Yeah.
gonna get into it. We're gonna
Oh yes, we
definitely
are.
get in. So, first and foremost, we need to discuss. Okay, so we need to discuss this basically this universe that we're in. Okay, so this universe consists of quite a few movies.
Yes.
Okay, so we have the Conjuring series that is in this universe. Okay, we also have the Annabelle series that
Yeah.
is in this universe, and then the Nun series is also a part of this universe.
Hmm.
I mean, I guess I wouldn't technically call the Nun a series. It's two movies, uh, but you know what I mean. So um,
It's a duology. That's what they call them in the book world. It's a duology.
yeah, a duology. Yep. And also, The Curse of La Llorona. That is also a part of this universe.
Okay, now you've really piqued my interest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Have you seen The Nun?
No, that was one
Ooh.
I haven't seen yet.
Yeah, we are definitely gonna have to watch The Nun.
We'll start making our way slowly through these in
Yeah.
between.
And then there's a lot of universes that we can get into. Like we can get into the Insidious universe. I don't know if you've seen any of the Insidious movies.
No, I haven't seen those yet.
They're pretty good. I mean, I was a little underwhelmed with the reveal of the big bad. It wasn't really. It kind of made me giggle a little bit, but I was a little upset about that part. But overwhelmingly, the movies were really good. Like they got good stories. They're. I mean, I don't want to say they're not scary. They're not scary to me. But a lot of people do think that they're scary. So I would probably rank them at least on a 6 of the scary scale.
Yeah.
But that's just because if we're going off of my basis with these types of movies, it's always going to be a 0 because the jump scares in these movies don't even me.
You're just immune to everything.
I'm immune. I am. I've seen a lot of horror movies, and like I see people jump at things, and it just makes me giggle. Because I see them coming. I always see the shit coming.
I think I'm getting to that point.
Yeah. And then with Scream 5. Oh my god, Scream 5 with the did you watch Scream 5?
Yeah, yeah, we watched
Yeah,
all of
I
them.
think yeah. Yeah. The part where Wes is walking through his kitchen and it's just like blue ball jump scare after blue ball jump scare.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
like it's like the build up music and then he closes the fridge and there's nothing there and you just get blue balls from the jump scare.
Yeah.
And then it was over and over and over again until finally they came with the last one. And even that I saw coming. I knew which one was going to be the last one.
You're a little
So
jaded, is that what you're telling me?
yeah. I'm
A little bit.
scarred for life. That's what we'll call it.
Ah, okay. A little-
Ever since
all right.
Candyman when I was a child.
Okay, yeah, we know that. I know that. Yeah.
Yeah. most viewers
Yeah.
know it. For anybody who doesn't know it, my start with scary movies was when I was just a wee little lad, probably like 9, maybe no, I think I was 9. Uh, Me and my brother, we snuck into the living room where our parents had rented Candyman on VHS, and we had this little box TV with a VHS cassette player built into it. So when everybody was asleep, we snuck out into the living room, we grabbed the movie and we took it in and we watched it. And that was the first ever scary movie that I watched at 9 years old and could not take a piss by myself until I was 12. But for some reason I loved horror
Oh,
movies after that. So
that's okay. You could be worse. You could be like 3 and have your mother watch a horror movie with you, and then it
oh yeah,
sticks with you and how much you hate freaking dolls.
yeah.
The eyes move that look like a blonde-haired, blue-eyed bride doll. It grows freaking fangs. No, folks, I do not know the name of the movie. I'm just scarred to the point where I remember this thing.
You know what's actually kind of funny?
What?
You want to know a movie that gave me nightmares as a kid? The Dark
Sure.
Crystal.
Oh God, that yeah, that one scared the poop out of me. Just because
That
it's
gave me
creepy.
nightmares as a kid. Yeah, yeah. And
Yes,
now looking back at it, I'm like,
it's still kind of
why did my
creepy.
parents let me watch this?
Yes, it's still creepy. It's the
Yeah.
puppetry is just oh
Uh-huh. Yeah.
to this day.
But yeah. Oh yeah, it's still creepy. Yeah. I still really won't watch it again. I mean,
No,
not
I
because
think
I'm
I
afraid of it, just because it's creepy and I don't want to watch it.
it just gives you the ick.
Yeah,
I like
it's
it, but
just
it
an
gives me
icky
the ick.
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah. Alrighty, so without further ado, do we want to get into this movie?
sure. We got it. This movie.
All right, and Hallie will be reading the synopsis for us this time.
I shall be. All right. Is everybody ready?
Bada boom, bada bing.
Bing, and away we go. Okay. So the film opens to a trio of young people who are being interviewed about a haunted doll named Annabelle. And it's my fear come to life, right? They have a medium tell them that the spirit of a little girl is haunting them, and they decide to go ahead and give this doll, this spirit, what it wants, and get it goes into the doll and possesses the doll. Well, they find out from their interviewers, who happen to be Ed and Lorraine Warren, that
Warren!
yes, um, that the subject, that basically that doll, that spirit that's in the doll, is trying to possess these people, and they believe an exorcism is the only thing that's going to stop this haunting. Okay, fast forward in time. It's now 1971, and we see a family pulling into the driveway of an old farmhouse in Rhode Island. The Perrin family, I want to say Perron, I don't know why, so forgive me. The Perrin family, uh, consisting of parents Carolyn and Roger and their 5 daughters, start settling into the house. The only hiccup is that their dog Sadie refuses to come into the house. She just sits there and whines.
Yeah, that dog would not go into that
Not
house
go
for
into the house.
shit.
Tell me right now, animals know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That
100%. They know.
first of all, sign number 1, okay? We are going to count the signs, okay?
Yes. You keeping track of this? Okay. Works for
I'll
me.
try, but there's a lot of signs.
Okay. Sign number 1, the dog will not enter
Yeah.
the house. So as they're moving around, they're trying to get everything into the house. Their youngest daughter, April, goes out the back door and goes down to an old tree that's down there by a dock on the river. And while she's down there, she ends up finding a little carousel music box, which she runs back and tells everybody, "Look what I found." Okay.
Sign number 2.
Sign number 2. Yeah. So time goes on, and later that evening, the family loves the game hide and clap. So they decide to play around. The girls decide to play around. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of it. Basically, it's kind of like hide and seek, only you clap instead. You got to find the clap.
Yeah, it's like it's
Yeah,
kind of like walkie-talkie tag, I guess,
a little bit. Yeah,
uh
hide and then yeah,
only instead of like, you're talking through the walkie-talkies, you got to clap.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so while one of them is hiding in a closet under their stairs, they find a boarded up wall that ends up being a boarded up doorway to the basement, to the cellar. So mom and dad, they find this, they decide, okay, we're going to go down and go take a look. So I go down there, and They're fascinated at the fact that there's a whole bunch of old antiques, furniture, even an old piano that's been left down there and boarded up for
Sign
about
number 3.
yeah, things boarded up are never a good sign.
No.
So they just decide, hey, we're not going to deal with it. Everybody go to bed. Problem is, Sadie still will not come in the house and is tied up outside.
Right. And I would just like to point out that this house does not look even remotely like anything peaceful went down here. Okay?
Right.
It looks like either someone just died and they just threw all their shit into like bundled it up into storage as best they could to let it gather dust in the house, or everyone left almost immediately and there was nowhere for anybody to put the stuff when they left.
Yeah.
Like
Like they
this
just
house,
literally left with their shirts on the back of on their
yeah,
back.
this house literally looks like an old ass abandoned house.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry.
No,
Continue.
you're good. Interrupt whenever you want. I don't care. So the next morning comes around. Carolyn wakes up and she's got a bruise on her. So she's kind of wondering where that came from. But family members get up and some of them start saying, "What is that smell? And why is it so cold in here?"
Sign
Signs
number
number
4.
yeah, 3, 4, and 5 actually.
4 and 5, yep.
Yeah. So they're getting ready to make breakfast, and Carolyn sends April out back to go and find Sadie. She's got to feed the dog too. Well, what April finds is enough to traumatize any child.
Mhm.
Sadie,
Which is
unfortunately, was
sign number 6, by the way.
yes. Sadie, unfortunately, has been killed by something in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Worst scene for me and the whole thing.
I know, I know.
Oof.
And as I was watching this, actually both times I watched it because I watched it twice for this. Both times at this scene, I immediately went, "Oh, poor Hallie."
Yep. I'm still sitting here traumatized. Okay. I
Yeah.
fast forward that part now. All right, so then we're going to cut over to the Warrens' home. Ed is getting interviewed by a journalist in his room of cursed objects, his relic room. The interviewer asks why he doesn't just try to destroy all these objects that have these things attached to him. And Ed tells him, hey, you can destroy the object, but you're not going to get rid of whatever the attachment is, whatever that spirit, whatever that demon is. And while he's in there talking, his daughter, Judy, is hiding, pops out, and Dad's like, "Hey, you need to get on out of here." I believe we see Annabelle, don't we? See Annabelle in the case as well.
Yes, very creepily.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
yeah,
Just like a shot. It's like a little tease.
yeah. Just enough to let you know, hey, ties it back to the beginning.
Right.
Just enough. Later that evening, we switch back over to the farmhouse, and doors begin to like open and close, slamming shut. And Andrea, the eldest daughter, asks her father to come up to her room because Cindy, her sister, is sleepwalking again. They find her banging her forehead into an old wardrobe in their bedroom. She's just walking into it and boom, 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 continuously.
What are we on now? Sign number 9? I
Probably
lost
somewhere
count.
in there. Yeah, 7, 8, 9, somewhere. I think we've lost count at this point. We'll have to add them up at the
Yeah.
end, I guess.
Mhm.
Um, so they just dismiss it as her, sleepwalking, and everybody goes back to bed. What's the worst thing you can do in this situation? Ignore everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the next morning, Miss Carolyn wakes up again with another new bruise. She heads downstairs to get breakfast going again, and she notices that all the clocks have stopped at a particular time at 3:07.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would just like to point out, okay, I believe in I am a naturalist. I believe in nothing supernatural, no gods, no masters, no nothing. I don't believe in ghosties. I don't believe in spirits. I don't believe in any of that. By this point in time, my fucking ass would be gone and I would be a believer. Okay? Bye bye. I'm out.
I don't think it would have taken that many for me.
No, no, it wouldn't have taken this many for me either. I mean, I probably would have ignored everything up until the dead dog.
Yeah, that would make me well, because then you'd have to look at it because where if you're out in the country.
Yeah, that I mean, that would be ultimately where I would start investigating and I would be on high alert. Everything that happened after that, I probably would have needed like one or two more things to happen and bags, I don't even care about them. I'm gone.
Makes you wonder, were they just, how could you be so, like, what's going on in their life that,
Yeah, yeah. Like, it's
yeah,
I know the housing market's terrible right now, but damn, guy,
yeah.
like,
Oh,
it ain't worth trying to make friends with a ghost.
no. Well, is it Casper?
This one's not.
Anyway,
This Casper ain't friendly.
no, this ain't Casper. We don't even know
No.
what to call this yet. Anyway, Roger heads off to his job, and the older girls head off to school, and that just leaves Carolyn at home with her youngest daughter, April. So, in order to cheer April up, they kind of start talking a little bit, and Carolyn finds April talking to her imaginary friend named Rory. Yeah, another sign, right?
Yeah.
She asked her mom to play the music box because Rory likes it, and if she looks into the little mirror inside, when the music stops, she'll see her imaginary friend. That's not enough for
Yeah.
me to make me want to pee myself.
Right.
Well, Carolyn goes ahead and, placates her daughter and decides to do that. And yeah, well, April scares her instead, like any child, before anything
Yeah.
happens, right? Jump scare the mom. The two of them go off then to play another game of hide and clap. Carolyn follows April's claps until she ends up in Andrea's room. She calls for April to clap again, and the audience sees two clapping hands appear from inside aforementioned wardrobe.
But guess whose hands they're not?
Yeah. As she approaches, she tears off her blindfold and searches for her child. She comes running in from another room to tell her she was hiding in another bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody tries to go to bed and sleep. When Christine, one of the other daughters, wakes up to something tugging on her foot. So I guess she'd be a little bit braver than you would consider it, but she hesitantly looks under the bed and doesn't see anything. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. The bedroom door slowly creeps open. She sees a figure in the doorway. She awakens her other sister, who absolutely does not believe her. Can't see anything. I don't see anything. Where is it? Who gets up out of bed, walks to the door, and turns on the light, and there's nothing there. Then Christine hears the spirit, or we'll just call it the spirit right now, the shadow person, tell her it wants to kill the entire family. Of course, she's breaking down, right?
Right. Hmm.
Yeah. So next night, Carolyn takes an iron pill for her bruises because she thinks she's got anemia. And all of a sudden, you hear this enormous, loud bunch of banging. So she tears out into the hallway because she's upstairs, tears out into the hallway, and all the family's photos are being thrown by an unseen force to the ground and shattering.
So at this point, okay, I don't think I know of a lot of, natural, like, I know a lot of naturalists people, and some of them are even more, like, insane than I am when it comes to, like, I don't believe in anything even remotely not natural. Um, I don't think you would be able to convince any of them to continue in naturalism after seeing this.
I don't know. Somebody might actually go, it's a located, maybe we had an earthquake.
That's a stupid motherfucker.
I'm telling you, but I know that there's some out there who would say that, okay?
Well, yeah, yeah. I mean, you're probably right,
Because
but
we're
holy
talking,
shit,
yeah, because like there's some people they just will look for something else,
yeah, uh-huh.
no matter the
But
situation.
I'm gone. I'm fucking
Yes.
earthquake or not. I don't give a fuck. I'm gone. After seeing that, whatever's in this house does not want us here, sister. Let's
No,
get the
we're
fuck
out.
out and
Let's
go do
go.
donuts somewhere else, girl.
That's right. Man.
Sorry, continue.
Anyway, so she, here's the piano start playing, which is another thing that made me pee myself and not
Mhm.
never into that house. And then she thinks it's a burglar, so she threatens to lock whoever it is out, basically lock them down in the basement. Well, she ends up in the basement, doesn't, yeah, she gets shoved into the basement. The door locks behind her. Okay, at this
Yeah.
point, I'd have no, nothing left in my bowels at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, woman just got yeeted into the basement by
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah. And then a ball rolls toward her. And Carolyn course, is going to run back up the stairs. And as she's running, all the light bulbs start exploding.
Hmm.
Yeah. And there's no light. So she ends up finding a match and lighting it. And all she hears is an eerie voice say, I want to play hide and clap. Suddenly, those hands from the wardrobe
Creepy.
appear and clap right next to her.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That happens. Yeah.
I mean, it's too late to get out now. You're locked in the basement.
Right, right. So, and then at the same time this is going on, Cindy sleepwalked her way back into the wardrobe, and somehow Andrea manages to get her to bed, but the pounding still is continuing on the door.
Yeah.
Cindy wakes up, and Andrea spots a creepy old woman perched like a vulture, waiting on its prey on top of the wardrobe, just crouched there ready.
Yeah.
Roger gets home and he's there for the chaos, and he gets his wife free, and somehow he manages to be the sanity in all this and get everything under control. This poor man walked
Somehow.
into hell.
Yeah.
Maybe he's your naturalist you've been talking about.
Right.
Yeah. Uh, Cut to farther along. Now we're back with the Warrens at another lecture hall. They're showing a video of an actual exorcism that they have performed. We pan around and we see Carolyn sitting in the front row. Afterward,
Carolyn.
yeah. Afterward, she catches up to them and begs them to come and take a look at her home. And they agree to do so, and shortly they do go. I can't remember. Wasn't it the entire staff that came with them
Yeah.
the first time? Okay. I couldn't
They don't do
remember.
him no good.
No, but I just, anyway, they set out to interview the family members, find out, all the things that have happened, all the experiences that happened, and they tell them about the sulfur smells and the knocking 3 times, and they proceed to tell them, well, sulfur is demonic, and the knocking 3 times is it's a mocking of the Trinity. See where this is setting up to already, I'm sure. Lorraine talks with April because April. They find out April's got this music box, and she asks to play with it, and she does exactly what April has done with other people, and she actually sees Rory staring back at her in the mirror inside, and she just follows her instincts, and she ends up down by the water by the dock. Ed comes out to meet her. When she turns her head, because she's already freaked out, she turns her head, and all you see are these legs of a woman hanging from the tree. Yeah, just dangling at the same tree where April found that music box.
Yup.
Dun, dun, dun. How many signs is this now?
Like 412. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, it's something. Yeah. Then they meet with Carolyn and Roger, where Ed tells them they think it's demonic and the house needs to be exorcised. They
I'm gonna
explain to
file
them,
that in the no shit category.
yeah, and to the let's see, is that the blaring lights and the foghorn and everything else going off at the same time at you?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Satan
Uh,
himself might as well be standing right next to you right now.
right. But here's the kicker, because the parents are like, okay, we'll just leave everything and go. But they're told, no, you can't do that because there's a very good chance it'll follow you wherever you go.
Yeah,
It's
and
attached to you.
that breaks the lore of pretty much every other universe, I think, because aren't spirits supposed to be tied to like something?
It can be tied to people too.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I've run across it.
like, could it? Because clearly this is the first time this has happened. So, like, can it be attached to something and then attach itself to another thing later on? Is that possible? Must be, right? It'd have to. I don't know.
Well,
I'm overthinking this.
no, just take it into consideration when we get through it. You'll understand what's actually going on more. And if you don't, I'm here to explain it because we're up my alley now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, it'll make more sense later on because you got to keep things in mind that come along later, along with a backstory.
Right. True. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Do you want to say
Try
hi to
not
the
to give
people?
anything away.
Hmm? You
Huh?
want to say hi to the people, Kitty? You want to say
Is
hi to
there
the people?
kitty?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
Continue.
Okay. No, no, you're fine. Animals are always welcome on this podcast. All right. So they explain that, hey, this thing can attach to you. It's going to follow you wherever you go, possibly. So they finish up their interviews with the parents and they head back to their home to do all their research and the processing and listen to the interviews. Um, Lorraine when they get back home, goes to tuck in her daughter Judy. It seems like an innocent thing, but I promise you it's important, people, to the story. She
Yes.
puts her daughter in, and her daughter gives her a locket with a picture of Judy in it, her daughter. And Judy has one of her mom and tells her mom, now we can always be together, which is just the most adorable little thing in the middle of this.
It's just so adorable.
It is adorable, but so then they go on, Ed's in another room and he's listening to the tapes, and Lorraine's doing research on the history of the place. They meet up, and he tells her that Carolyn's voice is not showing up on any other tapes, which is
Carolyn.
very, very weird,
Right. Yeah.
Lorraine then goes on to explain that the original owner of the land was a Judson Sherman. His wife, Bathsheba, was a descendant of Mary Esty of Salem witch trial fame.
Dun
Seven,
dun dun.
7 days after giving birth to her child, Judson walks into their home to find Bathsheba sacrificing their child. She went into the large tree by the water, confessed her love for Satan, cursed the future inhabitants of the land, and hung herself. And she was noted to having died at 3:07 a.m. But she was not the only tragedy.
She was a tragedy.
No, at least one boy drowned. Another woman was found dead after killing her son, named Rory. And a maid also killed herself by slicing her own wrist. Dun dun dun. Suddenly, those tapes begin playing with an unearthly voice in the background.
We're at sign 10,000 by this
Yes.
point. I mean, if
Well,
you are here, if you are still in this house right now, you deserve everything you're about to get.
but you got to keep in mind, this is just Lorraine and Ed knowing the background right now.
Oh, true. Yeah, true.
Yeah. Although I still think they're crazy for staying in the house for that long.
Right.
So they decide to go back and continue their investigation a little bit more thoroughly this time. So they set up cameras, put bells on doors to capture any kind of movement, that kind of stuff. You got to remember it's the 70s, not as high tech with, spirit boxes and things like that now.
Right.
Carolyn and Lorraine, they're just standing around talking, and she finds, Carolyn looking at one of her favorite photos of the family, which was taken just before on the beach, just before they moved to this house. And Carolyn tells her it's her favorite memory. Key point.
Key point. Very important.
Yes. So they go around, they start setting up, crucifixes and like putting holy water in places just to piss off the spirits, basically, get them to react. That's literally what it is pissing off the spirits.
This
And
is something I would do.
yeah, that was 100%. You're gonna, yeah, you would, yeah. Um, then he says, yeah, before that, no, I've seen enough signs. I would have left.
Well, yeah, no, yeah, you're right. If this were a human, this would be what I would be doing.
Yes.
I would just be trying to piss them off. But no, you are absolutely right. I wouldn't even be here at this point. I would be fucking
No,
gone.
no. And as they're doing all this and spraying the holy water, the cellar door opens.
Yeah.
And of course, Lorraine, because she's a medium, is drawn downstairs. She's down there, and just long enough for her to start to feel absolutely horrible and double over. So they rush
No
her back.
sympathy.
No. Well, then they hurriedly leave the cellar, to get her out of that area, right?
Right.
The next morning, Roger and the girls, they go to get ice cream, and Carolyn stays there and takes a nap. And the investigation team, they remain behind. Lorraine even offers to do the laundry on the line, outside.
Mm-hmm.
And as she's taking the sheets off the line, the sky suddenly turns dark, the wind picks up, and a sheet tears away from the clothesline and forms into the shape of a person, clearly in the shape of a person.
Yeah.
If that would make you crap your pants, Lorraine looks up to the second floor and sees a figure looking back at her. Now, Carolyn, meanwhile, has been asleep in her room.
Just
And
snoozing.
suddenly she wakes,
Just snoozing.
Just snoozing, yeah. And suddenly she just wakes up, and because she can't breathe. And there, right on top of her, face to face, is Bathsheba.
Dun dun dun.
Now, I guess we should just say that she's already been possessed.
Yeah.
Yes, and Lorraine's tearing through the house she knows something's up. She's been tearing through the house trying to find her, calling her name, and Carolyn just casually walks out of the bathroom. Carolyn slash Bathsheba walks out of the bathroom and just kind of brushes it off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So later that night, they're sitting around getting ready to do another night's investigation, and it's Brad, wasn't it the officer's name? I think the officer. We'll
Yeah,
just yeah,
yeah, hmm
the officer. He just like he's there. He's a skeptic. He's a police officer, and he's just there to be the skeptic, and he doesn't believe in any of it.
yeah,
But
hmm
he's sitting there and he's really thirsty, so he goes to get a drink. He looks outside and he sees what is it the rocking chair
hmm
starts moving, and then he hears a voice say, "She made me do it."
yeah. hmm
And he comes face to face with what? The ghost of the dead maid.
Okay,
Yeah.
I feel bad for the cops because
Oh
they didn't see all the other shit go on.
no,
So
no.
it's only natural that they would be skeptical at this point. So I feel bad for them at this particular. But as
Yes,
we progress, my feel bad starts to dwindle. Continue.
yeah, that's true. And jump in anytime, like I said.
Yeah.
I just think in the back of my head that yeah, if you didn't believe before, I think
hmm
crapping your pants after seeing that would make you believe.
Yeah. Good thing they wear brown.
Yes. Anyway, the girls are supposed to be upstairs asleep during this, but Cindy sleepwalks again, of course, and
hmm
they follow her. And a voice says, "Follow me this way. This is where I hide." Well, she disappears into the wardrobe, completely disappears
hmm
because they can't find her in the wardrobe, and they discover that the back panel actually moves.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and say you shouldn't follow the creepy voice into the secret tunnel in the fucking closet.
Yeah, but they were looking for the daughter.
Screw that.
Let the kid die for your own sanity, huh? Wow.
Well, obviously no, but the thought would cross my mind.
So they end up moving this back panel and they find a hidden cubby room back there. Lorraine climbs in and she finds a noose, which, by the way, that noose was awful new looking.
Very, yeah,
Yeah, they could have done something a little different with that.
yeah.
And as she's looking at it, she promptly falls through the floor into the cellar. Just mind you, this is second floor. That's going to hurt
I
a lot.
thought whenever she started to fall, the first time I watched this, whenever she started to fall, I thought that she was gonna get caught in the noose.
Yeah, I did too. Or
Yeah,
something was happening with that noose. Yeah.
yeah.
But it
But
ends
no,
up
it was just there at that moment to be creepy.
yeah, pretty much. So Ed goes on this massive look, going all around the house looking for her. And meanwhile, Lorraine is down in the basement and she hears this giggling coming from the room. And somehow that music box ends up downstairs, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yep. So she's
Somehow that music box. You know what? At this point, if I was still here, at this point, I would think about destroying the music box.
yeah. But
Like,
remember what they said. If there's something attached to it, you're just destroying the object.
oh yeah. But
Yeah,
see, I would think it
sorry.
worked like supernatural rules. And I'd just sprinkle some salt on it and
If it was supernatural rules, we'd have that whole thing drawn out on the floor and be speaking Latin like 3 episodes ago.
Exorcizamus omnis imundus spiritus.
We'd have, let's be honest, we'd have Bobby on speed dial at this point, okay?
Yeah, yeah. I'd be calling up Bobby, Rufus, Garth, Sam, Dean,
Yeah.
hell, even fucking the Wayward sisters. I can't remember the Donna and fuck, what's her name?
Oh, God.
Judy?
Jody.
Jody. Yeah. Like, I'd be taking Donna, Jody, uh hell, even some of the hunters that, were only in like one episode.
So at that point, I'd be calling in the Charmed Ones and Buffy while I'm at it.
Yeah. Hell, get the Powerpuff Girls in here as well.
Have everybody.
Yeah. Man.
And so she starts playing the music box and she sees the woman that killed Rory standing over him and sobbing, "She made me do it."
Made
She
me
sees
do
the
it.
hung woman again and is dragged out by the spirits who tear off the locket with Judy's picture on it. Key thing there. Upstairs, holy water bottles begin to explode and crosses invert. I don't think a priest could even help at that point. I think you need
No,
actual
no,
Jesus.
no. I think you need a flamethrower at this point.
I think you need actual Jesus at that point.
Right.
Yeah.
Send Jesus
Nancy,
down.
yes. Nancy is grabbed by the hair and then gets violently dragged around the room with it. And the only way she can be freed is when Lorraine grabs scissors and cuts her hair off to get her
Mhm.
release. It wasn't long after that because all the activity seems to stop right at 307.
And honestly, to be honest, the haircut doesn't even seem that bad. Like, it looks fine.
Of course it does, yeah, because they can't make it look horrible like it would in real
Right.
life.
Yeah, I mean, it
No.
looks okay.
Yeah. Morning arrives and they get the family out of the house at this point. The family goes to a hotel to stay. Uh, and they pack up their stuff and Lorraine ends up walking down to the dock again and she sees a vision of her daughter Judy drowned in the river. So she ends up running back to the house, grabbing the phone and calling home and finds out that Judy is fine. So she kind of lets it settle, and they head
Yeah.
off to go see the priest at their. I guess it's their local parish. Is the only thing I can figure.
Yeah, it's probably
Not
like the
the archbishop
town
of the area.
archbishop or whatever. I don't know how Catholicism works.
I don't either. So if you do know, please leave
Yeah,
us a comment so we know.
which is ironic because most of my family was Catholic, but I
And my
mean,
dad said was too, but
yeah. And the
yeah.
reason I write with my right hand is because a Catholic taught me how to write and would smack me with a ruler if I tried to write with my left hand. But
Sounds like my dad's upbringing, which is why he was
yeah,
so adamant with my brother that he could be left-handed.
yeah.
Definitely. Well, they find out after talking to the priest that in order to do that exorcism, they have to because the parents aren't members of the church of the Catholic Church.
Hmm.
Apparently, they'd have to get permission from the Vatican,
Yeah.
and it kind of leaves it there. And they go home and start to head back to their house, and it cuts to Judy being asleep in her little bed, and an unseen force starts pulling on her feet. She wakes up and goes looking for her mom and dad, like any child would
Hmm.
in that situation. And she sees the door to the relic room is open, and the doll is not in its case. Annabelle's not in her case. The
Fucking
house goes from
Annabelle.
yes, I know. And the house goes completely dark, and she ends up locking herself in the room. And because child, what are they going to do?
Right.
You can't find mom and dad. What is the best thing you're going to do?
Yeah.
An intense
Why?
pounding on the yeah, and then the pounding on the door starts in intensely. She
Hmm.
turns and she sees Annabelle on the lap of a creepy spirit in a rocking chair.
Yeah.
Slowly turns and it looks at her. Bathsheba, wasn't it?
Yes. Hmm.
Yes.
Here's Johnny.
About that time, she's screaming and yelling, and her parents arrive, and they get her, calmed down somehow because they don't really show it, but they see them getting home.
Hmm.
And Dad goes to check, and Annabelle is still in her case.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
nothing ever happened.
Nope, nothing ever happened. And then back at the hotel, Carolyn grabs her two youngest daughters, heads off, drives back to the house. Roger ends up calling the Warrens because she basically kidnapped her own children in a manic state, is what he's thinking. Um, they go to the house, and the whole gang ends up at the whole crew of investigators end up back at the house, and they
Hmm.
find Carolyn in the cellar trying to kill Christine, and April is missing. They try to get Carolyn out of the house, but she gets yanked back into the house. Bathsheba just won't let her leave.
Yeah. This ghost is just manhandling people.
100% manhandling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, this spirit is just 100% toying with these people.
Yes. Yes.
At, at this point, you cannot convince me that this demon or whatever it is couldn't kill all of these people in a second if it didn't want to. Like, you
I think
cannot
it's
convince me of that.
it's a game of cat and mouse.
Yeah,
You got to
essentially, it's
play with
having
it.
fun with its food. It's playing with its
Yeah.
food.
Yes, that's 100% what it is.
Yeah, it's
Um,
like Cass when he sees a bug on the floor.
well, it's better than licking carpet like my dog
True. I feel bad for the
or
bug
walls.
though. I've never had qualms about killing a bug, but like when I see him attack a bug, I feel
You're
bad for the
automatically like,
bug.
"Mommy, please."
Yeah.
Bathsheba slash Carolyn starts physically attacking the Warrens and the officer, while Drew, the other member of the team, is looking for April. They manage to tie her up into a chair and they throw a sheet over her. Ed resigns himself to the fact that he's going to have to do this exorcism himself.
Mm-hmm.
Forget as he starts up and he starts doing the exorcism, birds begin flying into the windows, circling the house, just basically dying left and right. The house starts to completely shake. The chair levitates, inverts, and crashes to the ground. Roger desperately tries to get to his wife, but the spirit just says, Carolyn's already gone, and it will kill everyone else, too.
Mm-hmm.
The cop's rifle then goes off, shoots him, and everybody's diving out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at this point, you've got a complete exorcism gone crazy, even crazier.
Mm-hmm.
At this
For
point,
sure. Like this is batshit bonkers.
yes. Drew finds April, but she's somehow underneath the kitchen floor. That's perfectly intact.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts calling out to everyone else, "Hey, I've got April! I've got April!" Well, Bathsheba crawls around and this gets away from him, crawls around and ends up tries to grab a hold of April,
Yeah.
but she gets stopped. And Ed continues the exorcism, which you can see her face change back and forth, and the morphing ability of this was unbelievable. The way they did
Yeah,
it,
I got to admit the
that
effects
was
on this movie were top tier.
were yes, they were
Yeah.
unbelievable
Mm-hmm.
because it made you really feel what it could have been like, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, the whole facial expressions and things are just top tier in this thing. Um, so the only what Lorraine does is she ends up grabbing Carolyn and holding her and starts telling her, "Remember that time on the beach, that picture you had," and goes on to explain the reminder of her favorite memory of the whole family together on the beach before they moved there. Her favorite memory, and reminds her that, hey, you're going to lose all this if you give this, you're going to give this up if you stay like this, if you allow this to happen. And Carolyn ends up retaking control of her body and vomits out the actual spirit.
Yep.
No more possession, right? They
Right.
go to leave, yeah, and they go to leave the house. The bruises fade that she's had from Bathsheba, reunites with her family, and April gives Lorraine her broken locket back. Back home, Ed places the music box on a shelf in the room, in his relic room, his cursed objects room, where it begins to play, and the movie ends.
And that's the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So having seen the movie, having talked about the movie, what do you think about the movie?
I love this movie. I think the reason I love it is because it was just done in a. It was intense without being overly intense. It was intense in the right the moment,
Hmm. It had
and
good
it did.
pacing.
Yes, you weren't always waiting for something else. It wasn't like forced, like one behind the other scene
Yeah.
of horrifying things. Like it can be in some movies. We've all seen movies like that, but it
Hmm.
also wasn't like here's a major scene. 40 minutes later, you might get another major scene. Maybe 20 minutes later, you'll get a scene, and then the end of the movie. This was
Yeah.
paced enough that you had an interest every little bit. You had something new, and it also connected you more to the family, I think.
Yeah. Hmm.
Because if you didn't feel what, connected to them, you're not gonna enjoy that kind of storytelling.
For sure. When a movie does good pacing, I feel like it just makes the movie so much better. When you start a movie out and it just goes 90 to nothing from the get-go,
Yeah.
it may be easy to follow, and I know that's what you're going for, but it loses you. You have no time for character development. You have no time for scene development. You have no time to get people involved in the story. And this movie does that so perfectly.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a very good movie, very good pace. The character development is beautiful. 10 out of
The
10.
the acting was impeccable.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. 100% impeccable on this.
Yep. Mhm.
I loved because a couple of them are people that you know I've just loved for a long time seeing. You
Oh
got
yeah, for sure. Mhm.
Willie Taylor and oh my goodness, I know his name, but I can't remember. And I feel bad because any other day I would think of his name. Oh my gosh.
You talking about Patrick Wilson?
No.
Ron Livingston?
Yes, thank you. I
Ron
don't know
Livingston?
why my brain went blank because I have loved him since Band of Brothers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think he's absolutely one of the unsung actors in my opinion. He should be everywhere, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the acting was unbelievable. The cinematography was great.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably one of it's in my I'll say at least my top 10
Oh
so
wow,
far
top 10, huh?
because I liked the storytelling and it was my I mean because I'm much more into the supernatural than you are with that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So for me it was right up my alley because it was also if you're into that kind of stuff, you're gonna know the Warren stories, you're gonna know Amityville, you're gonna know a
Mm-hmm.
bunch of
For
stuff
sure.
like that. So it's kind of something that even from a young age, and when I say young age, people, I actually started reading scary, spooky books when I was young for kids. All the way till now, I will still pick up a spooky book. But yeah, for me, it was just something like that. Yeah,
Yeah. So, you got any fun facts for us?
I have a lot of fun facts, and I will get through them as
Well,
quickly as.
it's time for Hallie's fun fact.
Yeah, we need a title like that. We need some echoes with that, I think.
Yeah. Well, see, the horror version does hit us with your fun facts, but we can't copy them. So,
No, no, but I think you're. We should go the route of the old Sundays.
fun facts, fun facts,
Anyway,
fun facts. Yeah. Anyway,
we get sidetracked easily, don't we?
we do.
All right.
It's okay.
So, fact one: the real Perrin family they actually visited the set of this movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is like, is this inspired by a true story?
Yes, it's one of their. Yeah, it is. It's one of the
No shit.
actual Warren stories that not many people have ever heard of. I don't think because they're known for Amityville and of course Annabelle and things like that.
Huh.
You didn't know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah. See, it pays to be into the spooky supernatural.
Yeah.
They actually originally aimed that movie to be a PG-13, but because of
Really?
the scare factor, they actually ended up being an R.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Patrick Wilson and I'm going to butcher her last name, and I'm so sorry. Vera Farmiga.
Sounds good
Um,
enough.
yeah, the ones who played Ed and Lorraine.
Yeah.
They actually met. They went to Connecticut and actually met with Lorraine Warren before they started filming,
Oh, wow.
so that they could pick up mannerisms and things like that. That little tonations, things that will help any actor portray somebody who's real.
Right.
You
Mm-hmm.
know. Um, Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of history on the actual Perrin house.
History me.
Yeah, history. I was trying to say land history, but that didn't sound right. So, um, so at the actual place, there were two documented suicides, a poisoning, a rape and murder of a child, a young girl, two drownings, and four men froze to death. Most of these people were within the Arnold family
All of this happened at this house?
at the actual house that they had, at the real house.
Holy shit.
Bathsheba herself was actually, it is a name in that whole thing from the real house. And she was a descendant of that Arnold family.
Huh.
The tree was not a real tree. It was built for the production,
Oh,
which
interesting.
they did a fantastic job with that tree.
Yeah. I thought it was real.
Um, this was a movie that was very interesting for an R rating on the fact that it didn't have any sex nudity, it had very little profanity, mostly blood free, and yet it got
Yeah.
an R rating because of the scare
Hmm.
factor.
Yeah.
This one got me.
I mean, it's a very scary movie. It is a
It is.
very scary.
It's so scary, in fact, that in the Philippines, priests were requested to bless the theaters before the showing of that movie
Oh wow. Interesting.
because people were coming out feeling strange.
Holy crap.
The real this is the weird this is the part that's going to throw everybody off. The actual Warrens,
Mm-hmm.
the parents actually threw them out because they couldn't help in real life.
Damn.
Yep.
Damn.
And the worst part about this is that Delaware does not have any kind of law that states, like some states will have a law where if you're purchasing a house, a piece of real estate, they have to tell you what happened on that property beforehand.
Mhm.
Delaware does not have that, or at least it did
Ah,
not have that. So when this family
gotcha.
moved in, they had no idea that any of these suicides or anything else happened.
Right.
Yeah. So can you
Damn.
imagine? Yeah. Andrea Perrin believes that the spirit was actually Mrs. Arnold. She hung herself in the barn after the death of her husband.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, the time period on the in the movie is off by a couple years because it was actually the 73 through the 1974 is when the actual investigation happened.
Huh.
So it's off by a
Have
little bit.
have we burned this house down yet?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Let's
Uh,
see.
the, now the house in the movie, the exterior is an actual house in North Carolina on the Black River. So that exterior is an actual farmhouse.
Huh.
But the interior is all inside of a studio called Green Gym Studios in Wilmington, North Carolina. The
Oh
priest,
my god.
what?
I'm sorry. This house is still fucking standing. Why? It's located at 1677 Round Top Road in Burrillville, Rhode Island. Why the fuck is this house still around?
We got
I
to
mean,
keep in
it's
mind
obviously
still.
abandoned.
Is it abandoned?
Yeah, it looks very abandoned.
Because I haven't looked it up, so I'll have to do that later. You'll have to remind me to do that later, or we'll have to do that at tomorrow or something. Because I'm
Yeah.
very now. Um, Andrea actually wrote a book on this whole thing. It's a three-part book. So the oldest daughter wrote a book on it, which some of the scenes came from. Yeah. Now I'm going to get into a little bit different stuff here. The priest that's in the exorcism footage that you
Hmm.
see, um, that's shown to the students, is actually George T. Zervis, chair of philosophy and religion at University of North Carolina, Wilmington.
Okay.
I
Okay.
figured you'd be like, "Oh, makes sense." I saw that
Yeah.
one. I saw that one
Okay.
today, and that's when I said, "Uh huh, I know you're gonna like that one."
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, yeah. Lily Taylor prepared by actually researching The Exorcist. That's how she prepared herself to play
Mhm.
Carolyn and to
I
be.
mean, it did justice.
It did. It did a lot of justice to it. The real girls were actually between 6 and 12 when this happened. The
Oh,
movie
okay.
portrays them as 10 to 12 or 10 to 22.
Right.
So there's a huge difference, but that usually comes along with acting anyway.
Hmm.
Um, Joseph Bishara was a composer. He's the music producer. He's also an actor. He did the score, part of the score, and he is actually in the movie. And in the movies he is in, he always plays a supernatural or demonic or something creature.
Oh,
He
okay.
played Bathsheba.
Oh, damn.
Hey, when I dig up the facts, I dig up the facts.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's cool. That's cool.
Now I'm gonna leave you with another little taste here. This is the last one I got for y'all. Lorraine Warren can actually be seen in the film. She's in the front row of the classroom when Carolyn is in there.
No shit.
So the Lorraine Warren is actually in this film,
Huh. That is awesome.
and that completes Hallie's fun trivia.
Alrighty. Are we ready to talk box office?
Let's talk that box office.
All right. So the budget, and this is outstanding, and it is no wonder this movie became a franchise. The budget of this estimated was about $20 million, which seems like a pretty good estimate. Opening weekend, U.S. and Canada. Opening weekend, it made 41.8. So it made its money back plus some. Just opening weekend.
Wow, so it doubled it
Yeah.
in one
So
weekend.
oh yeah, for sure. So this movie ended up grossing in US and Canada $137.4 million.
All those
Now,
people wrong.
yeah, now that's just US and Canada because this
Yeah.
movie this movie did not just release in the US and Canada. This movie grossed worldwide $321.2 million. Almost
Jeez.
321.3.
Goodness.
Yeah. This movie made money.
No wonder it went on. Yeah, you're right.
Yep. This movie made a lot of money. So, now that we've talked the fun facts, now that we've talked the movie, now that we have done box office, it's time for the scary scale.
Hmm.
And I'm going to rate this fairly. I promise you that. I will put my bias aside.
Okay.
Or well, my I wouldn't say a bias because I do love this. I will put my lack of fear for this type of movie aside. So,
Okay.
Hallie,
Yeah.
on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate this movie on the scary scale?
On the scary scale, for me personally, because I have to take into account that, a lot of it for me is going to be tied to the actual possession part of it.
Uh huh.
Um, that to me would be more like a 7 on it.
Okay.
The rest of it, because it's kind of a split thing for me. The most of it is just kind of okay, creepy house. But when it got to that point, especially with the exorcism part of it, the horrifying part of that, anybody who has seen or even read anything on The Exorcist will understand the thought of another thing taking you over without permission.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
is frightening thing. I might even raise that to an 8 just at that thought. Like a
Okay.
7.5.
So we're at a 7.5 or 8.
Yeah. Kind of hard to,
Okay.
yeah.
So, production wise, this movie is phenomenal. This movie has all the best jump scares. This movie is creepy. This movie does everything right. On a scary scale, I'm going to rate this about the same. I'm going to rate this a 7 to an 8
Yeah.
midway through that.
It was scary enough.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, as far as coming out of the movie theater feeling odd, I don't know about all that. But
No.
this is a very scary movie. This is a really good.
And it's hard to do paranormal ghost movies and make them feel that profound.
It is. It is very hard.
Yeah. Very hard. 100%.
Alrighty, guys. That is going to be it for this episode. What did we say we were going to do next?
Did you say weapons? Was that it?
Weapons. That's right.
Yeah.
Your homework is to watch Weapons because that will be the next movie that we do.
Yes. And it's
Alrighty,
going to be a new
everybody.
one for us.
What was that?
And it'll be a new one for us too.
Oh yeah, because I still haven't seen.
I
Yep.
haven't, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. So that one's gonna be interesting.
Yes.
All right, bitches and bros and non-binary hoes. That's gonna be it for us. So peace out.
Peace out.